Hey, everybody, welcome to Undergroundopolis. My guest tonight's St. J, all the way from Akron, Garage Rockers, I guess you call that. Uh, what I'm doing is I'm playing a little bit of catch up because I wanted to get interviews with all the bands at Waddy Stock, and by lack of knowledge with my equipment was and a few beers prevented that, I guess. So, first things first, I have to read this. Norwood Investments LLC is an investment center focusing on helping you become more financially independent. They will help you grow your wealth by creating a comprehensive case plan that best suits your goals. Once this is done, you will start diversifying your assets through stocks, bonds, ETFs, and much more. Norwood Investments LLC offers courses on trading stocks, bonds, options, and spreads, as well as setting up an IRA based on your risk tolerance. These courses are part of the subscription at no extra charge. Just call 757-603-7722 for a free consultation. That's 757-603-7722. You can also look them up on Google or Facebook. Be sure to use the sign-up code ROB in all caps, all uppercase ROB. That's Norwood Investments LLC for all your investment needs. Yeah, now I've got that out of the way. Right, St. J, all the way from Akron. I actually shared I shared a stage with the Waddy, but I actually met them when I played in, was it Akron or Kent? I think it might have been in Kent, Ohio. I played up there, and there was like 4 people at this show, and it was them. It was pretty much them, and we got to be friends. And they came down and played Waddy Stock. They came a pretty far away to play Waddy Stock, and I'm pretty sure that they were happy with it. And my next guest a little later on tonight will be the National Security Band, also an Akron band, who will be same thing. I started an interview with them at Waddy, but didn't get to finish it. So we're going to bring them on.
We're not on yet.
How's it going, guys?
What's up?
What's up, man?
Killer ad read, dude. You got ads. You're big time.
Yeah. As I was saying, it was like those old Marathon or Mobile like gas station ads from like this tonight is sponsored by Marathon Oil.
I've got 2. I've got 2 sponsors now.
Hell yeah.
Right on. Cool.
Well, how did you guys come together as a band?
Dave.
I write a lot of songs, and I wanted to start a band. And
Open mics, dude.
Yeah, so we met at the open mics. Brett and I have known each other from open mics for about 7 years, and he asked me if I would rather him play drums or bass, and I said drummer definitely because I need a drummer first. And then Jake moved from Seattle, and met him at an open mic, and he wanted to jam, so we just started.
Yeah. I moved out from Seattle, and then I just had nothing to do, so I was going to every open mic imaginable, and met Dave. It's pretty cool.
Is that a vape?
Yeah.
All right, cool, just checking. Whoa.
Yeah, I suck on that thing like a pacifier, man.
Right,
Yeah.
Right
So I got pretty simple questions. If you see me looking over here like I do, it's because that's where my iPad is and that's where my questions are.
Yeah,
so I'm not
yeah.
looking away from you guys. This is just I have Rolling Stone magazine's generic interview questions that they use, which seriously they are. And
we're down.
That's what we'll use for this. So if there was somebody that you saw at a concert or TV or anything that you said, you know what, I want to do that. Who would that influence be? Could you narrow that down?
I can right away.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't see him live, but I was playing a little acoustic guitar when I was back in college before I dropped out. And I listened to a CD called Bradley, Noel, and Friends, which is the lead singer of Sublime. And it was all acoustic. And I remember listening to it thinking, shit, I could do shit like this, man.
Yeah, I think, we're all like very individual. Like for me, it'd be like Elliott Smith. I'm a little jealous that he just got to like sit down in a chair and play shows all across the country. But I think that's kind of what makes the band is like we all have like individual people that we enjoy and aspire to be, and the coming together is like what makes the band.
Yeah, totally.
I would definitely say I like Merle Haggard, but in regards to a live show, I was fortunate enough to see Soundgarden at the Lollapalooza, and the interesting thing is that pretty sure it was like Nine Inch Nails that played, and it emptied out, and Soundgarden was up next, and I was like, my drum teacher had told me, "Hey man," or was that Metallica? Anyway, he had heard, and he's like, "Hey man, that Soundgarden's pretty good." So I wanted to pay attention, and it was really good, like amazingly powerful set, and I was like, music's pretty cool. So, and then I asked soon thereafter, like a couple of years after, a college roommate if we could do a band, and on that whim, and he sounded pretty good. So I've been doing music since 92, or 93. So, but that's anyway.
That's another tale.
Yeah.
That Soundgarden.
Those are like the influences.
That Soundgarden's pretty good.
Soundgarden's pretty
Check them out.
It's amazing, dude. It's like everybody emptied out in front of I'm there, the orchestra pit at Blossom. There's only like 80 people in there, but and everybody's getting their drinks for the next. I was like, it was fucking amazing.
Well, I called you a garage rock band.
Yeah,
Would
I would
that be
agree.
a correct statement?
We're really more of like a living room rock band.
Yes. We're playing carpet
Yeah, it's carpeted in here. at the
I'd
practice
agree,
space.
though.
with garage rock finances.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Very DIY.
I mean, do you have? I know, Jake. I guess you've been writing songs too with the band.
Yeah. I've been writing a lot of songs. Yeah, I've been writing songs for a long time, and then just moving out here, it was kind of cool to meet up with guys, and then you kind of give the band your song, and it gets like morphed into something different and something you never even thought. So it's been pretty cool. Yeah, trying to write as many songs, and then I just let the band take it and see what they want to do with it, and you get things that you wouldn't normally do. You get kind of stuck in your ways, but then you just give it to someone else, and they're like, "Yeah, we're doing it like this now," and you got to just go along with it. It's pretty fun. You can find some cool stuff.
Jake's cool like that. He's been open since day one, and that's why it's like this guy's cool. So,
do you have a particular creative process?
I get super manic and I write songs. And sometimes I'll write 10 songs in a week, and sometimes I'll write one song in a month. But it usually has to do with being manic or being depressed, which I'll channel into songs. That's my creative process. I try to like level myself out by writing songs.
we all check in with each other's depressions. How was your depression?
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote this song. Hey, I wrote that song. All right, cool.
Definitely. Yeah, I read a lot of like half songs, and then one crazy night I'll like get drunk and just jam and finish all my songs, my half songs that I wrote. Like, hey, I got 5 new songs. Yeah. It's the way to go.
Well, we're gonna, since it is my show, I'll bring up, of course, my favorite songs of St. J is "Gone Are the Days of the Rockstar." That's why it was the intro video. What's the story behind it?
I was depressed, and I also felt very excited about this riff that I wrote, which is only a couple of chords, but the cadence of the words was flowing, and I had "Gone Are the Days" because I was contemplating giving everything up, and why is because technology's taken over the business. And then I just wrote some lyrics to go along with that concept, and the band digs it, and now it's "Gone Are the Days of Rockstar" by St.
Yeah, I think it's like it's very true. Guitar bands are kind of dying out, unfortunately, but you have a lot of like digital programming. That's what's kind of cool when it's like, oh, you're a garage rock band, you're a DIY band. It's like, yeah, we all just play. There's no like
I thought about
beats.
Guitar bands
beats or
aren't,
click tracks.
Yeah.
guitar bands aren't like icing on the cake anymore, but they're still in the cake somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but Gone Are the Days was hammered out over like just we were jamming again for like 9 months.
Yeah.
And then we had a good time recording it. that night we got together at Dave's house on a Friday night and just had a good time, and the energy of that night was reflected in that recording. So it was fun.
Yeah, it's a good song, and it's I mean,
It's a happy song. Though.
it's a happy song, and I mean, a lot of music right now, I feel like it's a lot of like marketing, and so it doesn't really whereas like I know I personally am not like a marketing guy. It's like I just want to play, and that song I think kind of embodies that. It's like I'm not here to be a businessman. I'm here to rock and roll. Even if it's dying out, it's what I am. Go down with the ship.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you got people, man.
Yeah.
No, wasn't that great? Did you really feel
Get
that
some
vibe
people.
in Kentucky a couple weeks ago? That was fun.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was a fun gig.
I was really hoping y'all weren't disappointed or anything like that.
Oh, no way.
It was actually one of my favorite Waddy Stocks. It really was. And I don't know if it's because you guys came down. I imagine that's part of it. Plus,
Oh, yeah.
All I know is that country band that was before the more like funk
Rockabilly?
Yeah, they sounded better I could hear the two guitarists better from my campsite because as I was drifting, because all day, whatever. But that was nice to drift off to. But then I was woken up by what was his name?
Slow Kill.
Slow Kill sounded good.
oh, they're great.
I like
They're-
Slow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good Waddy stock.
Yeah.
First Waddy stock. First time in Kentucky. I was excited, man.
You guys didn't go down 65, did you?
I took 71.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it's like you'll get a bill in the mail for $8 if you went down 65. I meant to tell you guys about that. There's a toll on that bridge. So,
It was worth it if we get the $8 bill.
Yeah. Waddy stock was fun.
And you have to pay it, or you cannot redo your tags. So they've got some kind of muscle. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've been billed from New York out of nowhere. I traveled through there and they billed me, but I paid it thinking like, how did this happen? Well, there you go.
Yeah, they have a picture of your car.
Yeah.
You're like, I guess it's
You
me.
driving?
Yeah, right.
They do.
I tried it.
They totally will send you a picture of your car.
Like, we know you were in Kentucky. Give us our $8.
What about the song "Down"?
Oh,
Down.
Is it called that?
It's called Down. We haven't released that yet.
to the mass.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Yeah, I'm glad you like that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that one's about coming to terms with the loss of your life and accepting that God does exist at the end of your life. It's sort of like dying on a battlefield, and you find God in the process. So that's what that song's about, and we're still working on it. As far as like structure goes, we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out where the leads go, if we should have 2 breaks for lead or 1 break, and figure out what we can do background, or if we have to tune down, or if we play it in standard D tuning, which is what we play everything else in. So we're still working on that. But you, I think, have an early edition bootleg copy of the song. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
good thing about being press, I get all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Or, we could just evolve these songs into like frameworks and templates and be like a jam band, rock band type deal with certain songs.
We're getting there.
Just like jam it out however we feel that night.
We're getting psychedelic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Down. I think we're planning on like kind of recording something bigger. We just did a lot of like EPs early on because we could.
Yep.
But now I think we've got like a good repertoire of songs, and we're just trying to like weed through them all, figure it out which ones we want,
To put on an official LP,
Yeah.
possibly.
Whereas
Well,
before we were just like, we got 4 songs, let's record them right now.
I think 3 days into practice, on the 3rd practice, we recorded the Dome demos, and we rented out the Dome for $50 for like 10 hours, and we just over 2 days recorded every song that Jake was learning on the fly.
Yeah.
I was telling him, oh yeah, it's G, C, D, F, back to A or whatever. And then we recorded the Dome demos. Those are not currently public, but those are pretty lit tapes. But
Were you in the Dome? Did you play at the
He
Dome?
played at the Dome.
that was the
Yeah.
name of that place, the Dome. That's where those guys were.
That was a good show, man. You had a good show.
I like recording, knowing where the pole dancers were at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show. It was like you and Hobo Phantasm. That was a good one.
Yeah, Adonis Boyd.
Adonis,
was there.
yeah.
Adonis was there. Which I'm going to try to one day. I'm going to try to get him on the show. Adonis, if you're
Oh, yeah.
watching,
He's a chatterbox.
He'll do it. He's
that's
down.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
I like the chatterboxes, man.
Yeah, check out Settle Q too. That's the band he's drumming for right now. And they have some pretty good
plays
studio
drums, too?
stuff.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah,
Jack of all trades.
Damn.
Yeah, Subtle Q is pretty fun.
yeah.
So is Private Show a true story?
Dave.
It's a fantasy made up by I was in a band for like 3 months called Codis, and we broke up because of band differences. But one of the guys in the band, who I'll not name, he never had a car and he didn't have a driver's license for whatever reason. And I just imagine him riding on a bike. What was he doing when he's riding on a bike? He's a peeping Tom. I don't know. And it just came out like that. It's not a true story, but it takes me back to when I was like still 10 or 11 or 12. And
And
we used to walk around the neighborhood and like smoke a cigarette or something like that. And there would occasionally be a light on in a window, and I would be curious, and I never saw anything, and I wasn't a stalker or peeping Tom, but we would just be like, oh, there's something happening at that house or whatever. Like maybe there's a party. So you walk around anyway, all those experiences combined.
I think Tom Waits has got a song. I'm serious. They used to play a song out in California, like, what's going on over there? What's he doing over there?
It's what you're building in there. I know
Yeah.
what you're building in there. I remember that song.
Oh yeah.
What could you narrow down a favorite show that you played?
I got one, but I'll let you guys pick though.
You go first.
I don't know. I feel like our shows are either like I don't get hammered or I do get hammered. And I feel like some of my favorite ones, like we played a lot on my birthday, but I'm hammered. So I'm sure the show is bad, but we played a show with Hobo Phantasm. That was the band we saw you with. I love them. They're like one of my favorite bands in Akron. And that was always a good one. Dave took care of me that night. Got me a sandwich at the end of the night.
Yeah, we got free sandwich coupons for playing the show.
So it was probably a horrible show if you saw it.
Yeah,
but
it might have been horrible.
I had a lot of fun.
I think on that wave, like the Iggy show with what was
Yeah.
it, Troop?
That was our loudest show ever with the burlesque.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the burlesque show.
Yeah, we played with the burlesque.
There was
troupe.
it was a really cool night. Iggy's is a great rock bar. It's like if you want to play rock music, Buzzbin, Iggy's, Annabelle's. It's too bad that COVID kind of shut. I'm hoping they're reopening soon.
They're open.
They're open.
They're open.
Yeah, the Iggy show with the burlesque was really fun.
Yeah,
It was
unique.
on Halloween night.
Dude, yeah.
We didn't know what to expect. It was a burlesque show with lots of props and topless women. And
It was girls. Dun, dun.
Can't go wrong.
And then we jammed. We played for everyone that came out to the show. It was a great show. It was the loudest show we've ever played for sure. But I think my favorite show was Sly Fox gig in Cleveland. It was my first setup with a wet and a dry amp. The first time I ever did that. And for some reason, it was another birthday show with Jake, and he was probably pretty hammered.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like everyone in the band was on the same page at that show for some reason, and you could tell because I missed less notes, and it felt good, and we felt like we were all on the same page. It was great. That's my favorite show, and plus it was like a 3-hour gig, which is our longest gig ever.
Yeah.
And it was like we got to play everything we wanted to and more.
Yeah. And just jams.
Yeah.
I got spooked at the end because I thought we were getting like it came up on 10 o'clock, and the guys that came in, you guys, it's just
It was 11-ish, right?
Was it 11?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I was just like, are we getting too drunk here tonight?
we were supposed to play 2 hours, but then the COVID restrictions like led up that night. So they were like, you got 4 hours. And we were like, well, we weren't really planning on that, but all right.
Yeah, so we split it and played maybe 3.
Yeah,
We
it was
made
good.
it work.
Yeah, we would just like jam at the end. It was like, I don't know, just make this work. It was
Well,
good.
Yeah, it was a fun night. That was fun.
Here's the counter question, and one of my favorites. What was your worst show?
Oh, maybe
Maybe our last show,
was
Maybe
that
that
the
dome show.
Buzz?
the Buzzbin.
Okay, the Buzzbin was. We've had some fun
yeah.
shows there, really great shows with people dancing and whatnot. But this show, for whatever reason, it was a bad show. Nobody
Buzzbin?
was feeling it.
Yeah.
It was a weird night. It was just a
Buzzbin
weird
is
night.
like our hometown club to where like they always have us. Shout out to the Buzzbin. They're so cool. Good, bad. They're like, hey man, we like you. Come play at our venue. So we appreciate the Buzzbin. But yeah, it was definitely one of those shows where like we'd play a song and then the song would be over and everyone would just like stand and look at us.
I thought I would look at the guys. I thought it was more shock and awe. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what's
not,
going
that's a
on
fantasy.
here?
Yeah.
Are we looking?
We'll go with that because yeah, it was a lot of just like, all right, cool. Yeah.
Well, what's your
It happens.
what would be your favorite St. J song to play?
I like. Jeez.
There's a lot to choose from.
Yeah, I feel like I like the
I'm being serious. Yeah, you're narrowing it down.
yeah, all the ones that like Dave wrote, like Heart Sand Glue is like one that Dave wrote that I like playing the ones I didn't necessarily write because I feel like when you write them, you just spend so much time with them that you're just like over it. So, we have a song called Heart Sand Glue that Dave wrote. It's like one of my favorite songs, and like anytime I can play that one, I'm into that one.
Which one are you into?
I like playing the song that Jake wrote called
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice Cream. So I guess I feel the same way, but a Vanilla Ice Cream is a up-tempo punk rock song and it's on Mutability.
Yeah.
And I really like the lyrical story behind and the reason Jake wrote it. And he wrote it like with purpose for the band and about bands around our scene and about us too. And it's just, it's a funny song, but it's also really up tempo and you could jump around to it. That's why I like it.
Yeah, it's just a song about being like thinking you're cooler than you are.
I like Private Show.
Private Show?
Private
Yeah.
Show, Robert.
It's a great song.
Long ride to your house. 2 wheels gets me there.
Right on.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the studio or the stage?
Two different. That's
The stage, because
I
the
prefer
studio
the
studio is a lot of work because we're all DIY. So the studio involves lots of man hours to get the product that you want versus a stage, you just grip it and rip it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the stage is where it's at because I feel like you can also. I mean, we've been playing long enough now that if you find a place like Buzzbin or there's places around here where it's like you don't have to worry if you had a good show or a bad show. You're playing, Whereas like the studio, it's more, you mess up in the first 5 seconds. You're like, well, stop. Let's take that back. Let's do it, Whereas, you can just kind of, you have to let go of that when you're playing on the stage and just play. Who cares if you messed up?
Exactly.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep telling the guys, like Jim Morrison said long ago, there's some rock and roll concerts that are really good fun, and then everybody has a good time, and then there's some shows that they want are good enough to release, and it's as a record. And I just think that's pretty insightful of an old rocker such as Jim Morrison. Like if you're having a good time, it's still a good time.
Yeah.
But some nights the music, you got to keep that in mind the next morning, but at the same time, it's like, it's just, that's the whole, there is a variable in that. Just because it was fun doesn't mean it was musically profound, but that doesn't diminish the fact that it was super fun for everybody.
Yeah. We're definitely a stage band. We like having fun on stage.
So you do all this yourself, your recording process. So let's talk.
Dave's the man, dude.
I point this way,
I've-
but on the screen it's like the other way. It's like stage left. Yeah, exactly.
Dave's the guy.
I've gotten into recording over the last 4 years, and every time we record an EP, it's better than the last one. So most of the time.
And who did you just record, Dave?
What? And I just recorded a band called Forced Happiness. I'll plug them here.
They rip.
They
rip.
rip. They're a punk band from our area, Northeast Ohio, I believe. I recorded them, their drums, and hopefully they do something great with them. I'm trying to get to record the rest of the album for them, but it's just a matter of if things work out or not, or if they want to do a DIY.
That financially can't afford all of Dave.
Yeah.
They're a classic punk rock band,
Yeah.
you know?
But
Very Dead Kennedys. They rip, for sure.
I use nice microphones, and like a WA-47 for vocals, which is a tube mic, and that's what they use in Nashville. So it's like it's good enough for them. It's good enough for us. And then I use Pro Tools to mix everything with Brett as sort of wearing the producer hat and making sure everything
Definitely.
sounds sonically what we're trying to make at the end.
Dave and
Brett has
Dave
a good
records
vision.
and I'll mix. Like him and I get together and mix. While Dave knows his equipment, he knows how to get a sound, and then we'll listen to it, and then I like help mix.
Brett has a lot of ideas that, he brings them up and you're like, oh, do we really got to do this? And then we do it and it's like, wow, that made the song 1,000,000 times better. That's awesome. Thank you. Brett's the idea guy. Brett has some cool ideas that we try definitely when we record and stuff. And I think on the last EP, you can, hear a lot of that where it's like extra guitars and background vocals. And Brett's the guy who really is like, let's try this. This is what we need to do. And it helps a lot.
Yeah, Brett's always the one getting us to the next level because I'll just be happy with where I'm at. But Brett's like, no, let's just try this. And then I have to figure out how to try it. Like, for example, just punching in. A simple thing is punching in on a drum track and re-recording 8 microphones all again, but punch in at the right moment.
That's hard.
It's easy once you know how to do it, but it's like, fuck, I don't want to do that. But then, but now we can do it. So now we can do it because
Brett makes us, and now we're a better band for it. Definitely.
Dave just likes rocking out.
Yeah.
Oh, Brett's got that killer backing vocals too, man.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
He's really good at that.
It's that Merle Haggard bluegrass thing. Like I always like it, and that's why when we first started, I was like, "Hey man, can we template any of this after the Meat Puppets?" Because it's like, it's all like cowpunk stuff, which blends both like punk rock and
the Meat Puppets
country
are
music and
a
bluegrass.
band that Jake got me into, and Brett and Jake both have listened to the Meat Puppets a lot. But I just started listening to them when this band started, and they're like perfectly good.
Hey,
And
banana bread beer.
really love the
Yeah.
Meat Puppets.
The Meat Puppets are like vanilla bean, It's like you can have vanilla, and it's like you can have vanilla ice cream, our latest single off Mutability. But you can have vanilla ice cream, but you just take it up one step further. They're like vanilla bean. Kind of like Kiss, just good, not bad,
What's that beer you're drinking?
Banana bread beer. I found it. I was like, holy smoke. That's like two worlds coming. Like it's
Two of his favorite things.
yeah, it's like it's the same feeling I got when I discovered you could put chocolate on chicken, which is
What?
no, what's that sauce called? I'm being there's a sauce where you can they got it down
Heart
in Mexico.
attack?
Yeah.
No, there's a chocolate sauce you can put on chicken.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
banana bread beer.
What brand is it?
Eagle.
Eagle Brewery.
And dude, it tastes like banana bread.
I'm
It's
just
a
wondering
beer
if
that
that's
tastes
what
like yeah.
I'm just wondering if that's what I drank at the grog shop one night.
Ooh.
I think they had it on draft. Seriously.
Hell yeah. Okay. The grog
let's see,
rips. We like the grog.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, went 2 years ago, buddy of mine. We went and saw that Stiv premiere. About Stiv Bader, Stiv No Compromise, No Regrets, and we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and then we found an open mic later that night at the grog shop.
Hell yeah.
that's what I had. Was that beer there?
Yeah.
did you play that open mic
Sold some
night?
CDs.
Yeah, it was like on a Sunday night.
Nice.
Cool.
It was down in the basement, which was actually really nice.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
there's like a basement to it.
Yeah,
really
you know,
nice.
long ago, the Grog used to be down the road in Coventry in a little bit of a smaller joint. And it's one of my more fond memories because that's referred to back to when we first started. That's the band we started with my friend Dan. And we played in there with this band called Big Ass Truck. And that was one of my favorite nights back with that. Like that was a great night.
Yeah, we
Everybody
played
had
the
fun.
Grog. The Grog's fun.
I did too.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Grog's
you count it. I don't know if you could count it as playing there, but it's an open mic.
Well, yeah. Hey.
I think I sold 4 CDs though. Was the funny
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Definitely
Then
counts then.
you
Count
played the
it.
Grog.
Yeah, you played the Grog then. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Right on, man.
Let's see. I've lost my place now.
Oh, the Grog, dude.
Well, you wanted to touch more on your recording process or no?
I think we kind of covered it, right?
Yeah,
It's
okay.
Pro Tools,
Yeah,
nice
it's fun.
mics, and we try to. Okay, the best way to do it is to only have fun. Like you can't like work yourself to death because then you're not going to get a good product in the end. But if everybody's having fun, it'll mesh together and blend, and the result will end up being better than if you just try to crank out 15 songs in 2 days and record them all fast. It's better if you can take a weekend to record 5 or 6 songs, and then then the next weekend record another 5 or 6 if you're doing an LP.
Yeah, and I think we've been hit up by a couple guys out here who like, oh, come to my studio, we'll record you, and we've kind of turned them down because it's like we're getting good enough quality on the recordings that we're getting, and yeah, we're just having so much more fun, not worrying about like, well, we can't fuck off because that's $300 that we just wasted, hanging out and chilling. So it's definitely nice, and I think we're all kind of musicians, so we pool our gear.
Yeah.
We've got the gear now.
I also like allowing somebody to see the gears work, and I like watching Dave like get inspired by the equipment that he's put his mind and soul into. So he'll be up in his room mixing. It's nice allowing somebody to actually feel out what they want to do.
Yeah. There's no crunch, no time crunch, no financial crunch, no nothing. It's just, and I think it comes through in the recordings. You can tell we're having fun. You can tell there's no stress. We're just,
It's also
doing
nice.
what we do.
It's also nice getting a text on a Monday when you're at work, like, "Hey, got all these things mixed, man." It's like, I'd rather hear that news on a Monday than "Oh, work sucks today, man."
Yeah.
So, lost my place again. Got reeled in. That's what.
Yeah, good, man. Hey, yeah.
Where all have you performed?
Oh man, we've been pretty much Northeast Ohio. Kentucky was our first like out of state traveling gig. We played in Columbus a couple times, but
Where have you played in Seattle? Where were you before you came down here?
Seattle was, Seattle, man. It's all Seattle. It's whatever. You don't go to Kentucky. I played in Portland before, but it's all,
Was it
I
fun?
have more fun out here.
Do you really?
We hit up
Oh, yeah.
Canton.
Canton?
We played Canton a lot, and we at the Buzzbin, and we hit up Cleveland a lot with Sly Fox, and our big show coming up is Winchester.
Yeah, the
August 28th.
Winchester. Yeah.
The Cane Toads.
Winchester's my favorite place to play because the sound quality is so good. It's
The Cane
they have
Toads
a
rock.
huge stage,
Yeah.
and we're playing with the Cane Toads.
That's a band from Columbus we've played with a lot. We played a lot of shows in Columbus with them. They're super cool. Kentucky was awesome, man. It was like a party. That was the farthest we've been. I was excited to come to Kentucky. How many Waddy Stocks have you played?
God, I've been doing them every year since 2013.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
A Waddy veteran.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
That was when I moved down here. I think that was the second show I played. I played an American Legion or something like that, like a week before that. So it was with a cover band, and but I'm probably more partial to the Waddy stage than I am any stage anywhere. Just
That's awesome.
like it's definitely my favorite stage.
Huh.
It was, yeah, Wadi Sock was so much fun. I mean, I think we all kind of went into it with the mentality of like, it's just going to be a big party and camp. And it blew my expectations out of the water. They had like a food truck.
I'll test your Wadi knowledge. What was that abandoned car in that backyard there next to the stage? Wasn't that a Mercedes or something?
Yeah, but there's a camp. I think there's a camper back there, and then there's a boat.
They got a lot of stuff. It was fun, man. Wadi was cool. It was blew my expectations out of the water. I mean, they had like a food truck came, you know, a lot of people were just super excited to be there, and that's what makes the show. So you gave me shit for drinking Canadian rum on the Bourbon Trail.
I did.
Yeah, I was all about it, man. It's like, damn, I didn't even think of that. Oh, man.
Like, damn, you were on the Bourbon Trail, and here you are drinking Canadian
Crown Royal, yeah.
Drinking Crown Royal.
It's a taboo. It's a faux pas.
If you could open for anybody,
Ooh,
Meat puppets.
that would be a good one.
Meat puppets. Do they have to be alive?
no,
I mean, like, yeah, no.
No,
live or dead.
Dude, that's awesome. Let's open for somebody that's dead. That would be great.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't have an answer for that.
Alice in Chains.
Yeah, I would like to open for Alice in Chains.
Oh, yeah,
They're still around, but
they're still.
Yeah,
that
different
dude.
form.
That dude's a good singer.
Yeah,
You know, even though Jerry Cantrell's handling a lot of the vocals, but well, he's a good singer, man.
Have you seen them live then?
I never have.
yeah,
Okay, there you go.
yeah. It's kind of tough because we're like a grunge band, but with humor, which doesn't really fit. So we tend to be with like
Which is the eel.
bands that are way too serious or bands that, you know, we don't really fit with, but we take all gigs. So, you know, we're just doing, you know, we'll jump in there.
I'd like to play with this band called Black Wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black. They're a
Black
local Akron band. They're good.
Yeah.
Send me their information. I'll get them on the show sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Seriously.
They rip. Yeah.
Is there tour in the cards?
Post COVID, of course.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, maybe not. But what we're thinking is, at least for next year, 2022, there's a 7 to 10 day run loop that some guy is working. It goes from Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. I think that's right.
I think so. Yeah.
That's the loop. It's a 7 to 10 day loop. So if we could all get off work for 7 days and we can pile into a truck or something, maybe.
Yeah.
But we haven't talked about it yet.
I think right now we're like regional, you know. I think, you know, the Kentucky gig was kind of our first kind of out of state venture. And it was fun.
We're trying to do more out of state stuff, like as a Weekend Warriors, before we do a full out tour. Because touring you lose money on, so you got to save up money to tour, unless that's just the reality. So we're trying to be Weekend Warriors and maybe go play a show in New York or play a show in
Buffalo,
Detroit,
Detroit,
West Virginia. Like
I'm big into
Pittsburgh.
Wheeling.
Pittsburgh.
Wheeling's actually got a really good music scene because I was down there for a year and a half. And
Brett used to live in Wheeling.
yeah, there's some good vibes going on in Wheeling. Actually, there was a night where we were at a jam, an open mic night, actually, quite honestly. But it wasn't open mic night. It was just literally a jam, and there was this dude at the bar. And he's like, dude, I got a house in Akron, and I got a house down in Wheeling. I just come down here for the music on the weekends, and I go up to Akron. There's two great – I'm not kidding. There was this guy that literally has a house in Akron and a house in Wheeling because of well, he works out of Akron, but he likes the music in both places. That's true. That's true. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, man.
A lot of cool scenes out here. That was kind of the biggest thing I would say from Seattle is like Brett's like, oh, where'd you play in Seattle? But Seattle's just kind of like a big blob of just everyone plays in Seattle. Whereas out here, I feel like, you know, every city has its own identity. Canton, Akron, Pittsburgh, Wheeling, and they're all, you know, minutes or hours away from each other, and it's just so different. It's pretty unique to see everything, you know, interact.
How far are
Seattle-
you from New York?
7 hours.
Is
Yeah.
it that far?
7 hours glory. 7.5 probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Or to get to Rochester, we're not
Yeah,
that far away.
Buffalo's like 3
2
hours.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's 2 hours. Wheeling's 2 hours.
What up, Buffalo?
Yeah, I'm down to go to Buffalo, Niagara Falls, dude.
I thought Pittsburgh was closer than that to you.
We'll speed. You know, that's what was cool about Kentucky was it was like my first venture out of Ohio since I've been here, and that was kind of the plan when I moved out here. But COVID shut everything down. But yeah, I would love to go to Kentucky, Indiana. I think regional right now is where we're at, and
Right.
I'm excited to go places.
Columbus. I
Columbus, yeah.
Columbus gigs are fun.
Yeah, that's a nice city too, man.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Columbus is. Well, you guys got anything you want to plug in before we start wrapping this up?
We got a Winchester gig coming up.
Yeah.
If you're in Cleveland, come to the Winchester gig. We're playing a Blacklight show in Canton.
Yeah, July 2nd actually should be pretty fun. There's
Yeah.
a ton of bands at the Buzzbin on
5
July 2nd.
bands, Blacklight show. It's going to be a big party. We got another big show in Columbus on June 24th or July 24th at Flanagan's, where they're going to have beach volleyball and probably 7 bands. It's going to be a big party.
Set!
Yeah, hey, look out.
Yeah,
Spike it
it's
down.
going to be wild.
Yeah, Dave's going on a solo tour pretty soon, too.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Check out Dave.
I'm headed to Denver to do an acoustic sets along the way to Denver and along the way back to Cleveland or Akron. And it's going to be a 2-week trip. I'm going to see friends and family, and I'm to try to play out as much as possible. So that'll be fun. I'll be touring with some St. J stuff and some Small Town Junkie stuff. There's some crossover there, though.
Yeah. There's definitely ties there.
Yeah.
I would say, if you guys could plan a tour, yeah, I know it's expensive and I know it's work, but it's awesome. And
Yeah.
you got songs this good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You
thanks.
need to get them out there. You really do, and that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Don't you work on this till 3 every night now?
Hey, maybe. Yeah, I mean, we want to try to play out more because, we appreciate Buzzbin and everything they do for us, but, we've played there. The people who come, they know what to expect, whereas, that was what was so cool about Waddy Stuck was, a whole new audience, a whole new crowd.
Yeah, it was fun.
We're definitely trying to, hit up Indiana, Wheeling, Pittsburgh, all of them.
Expand
Because
our
you said that. I mean, when we try
territory.
Detroit, Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
Morgantown.
All of them. Look out, we're coming to a city near you. As long as you live within a 3-hour radius of Akron, Ohio.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys very much. Everybody watching, if you don't have Mutability by St. J, check it
Yeah,
out.
thank you.
Listen to it. They've got a Bandcamp. It's on Spotify. It's probably on Amazon Unlimited. I would guess that it's on Amazon Unlimited. YouTube, any streamable platform
Any
plus their
streaming,
Bandcamp.
yeah.
Plus their Bandcamp. And if you get to see them live, get their album because it's a great album and it needs to be in your collection.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
All
Very
right.
kind.
What?
You're
One
very
last
kind.
thing. Make me a soundbite for the show.
Ooh.
Dave.
Huh?
Yeah.
Sound-
Okay.
What? Huh?
What am I supposed
You
to
just-
say?
You just say that this is St. J. I almost said Small Town Junkies.
Hey.
This is St. J. and you're tuned in to Undergroundopolis.
On 3.
You do it.
This is St. J, and you're tuned in to Undergroundopolis.
Yeah.
Thank
Keep it
you
up,
guys.
underground.
Thank
Hey,
you
do you want
guys
to hear a
very
bad
much.
joke?
No.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you're into these. Okay. What do you call? Never mind. I messed up the joke already.
Just start
What do you
start
call-
over.
What has ears and doesn't listen?
What's
Besides my dog. It's corn.
that?
Corn.
Yeah, I was waiting. I thought you guys were gonna guess that.
No.
All right. Okay.
I'm astounded by your stardom, so I didn't quite.
I figured I'd throw that in there. I know you like these bad jokes, bad dad jokes. So
Oh, yeah, there's
I
a
got
saying-
one.
there's a segment on the audio because I'll probably just leave this video since it's already done.
Oh yeah.
Right on. I think that was in the spirit of a tour between Morgantown, Toledo, and Pittsburgh. You know, corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The corn tour.
Corn.
Look us
Corn
out.
tour.
Be sure to
Thanks a lot, Rob, for having us.
be sure to subscribe to their YouTube channels, their Facebook pages, Instagram. You got any? Does St. J have an Instagram?
Yeah, we got an Instagram.
We're at
Facebook.
St. J Band.
I
At
didn't know
St. J
that.
Band.
Yeah. YouTube. We got a YouTube. We got some stuff on YouTube.
We're taking a sabbatical from online posting for like at least another 2.5 months. But we'll be back on there posting stuff. There's plenty of stuff, though. If you check out facebook.com/St. J Band, there's plenty of stuff to get into. But we'll start posting fresh stuff probably 3 months from now.
Yeah,
Right
hopefully
on.
we get some new recordings.
Outside of this one, which by the way, what was the guy we did? We did an interview with Blind.
Blind James.
Do you know Blind James?
I don't guess.
No, it's this other guy out of Cleveland. He would do like interviews and Blind James is pretty cool. Like this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
this is a good one.
Let me plug in my shameless self promotion here. If you're
hell yeah, Rob
if you're-
Rips, go check out Rob.
Let's ask
man.
you a question. How many bands have you interviewed, you think?
at least 30.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
And who's
At
the
least
next
30.
one you're interviewing after
Let's
us?
see. National Security. And
Yeah,
yeah.
from Akron. Yeah, shout out to National
yeah,
Security.
in about 11 minutes, I got them coming.
Yeah, hell
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
So be sure to watch. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Undergroundopolis. There's only one of them. There's only one Undergroundopolis. Like on Facebook, everything. You know, I don't have an Instagram now. I did have somebody hacked it, and I can't get back in it. So
Wow, locked you out.
yeah, I'm completely locked out. Instagram said it would be 30 days, but it's been a lot longer than that. So
Wow. That's quite a new password, dude. We
yeah.
can't figure this out.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. And thanks, my guest, St. J in Undergroundopolis. Your host, Rob
Thank
Lyons,
you.
signing off.
Good luck.
Dude, that was good, dude.
And that really is. He left. He's gone. Is he gone?
I don't know if we're still on or not, but I'm going to leave this.